Right, good afternoon, it's Rectus here, and I've got the Tatooine Sunset Sudoku puzzle for a second time. And last time I went through it, I found a solve path that was very similar to the one that Simon found, which involves endless and endless amounts of swordfishes. However, I've actually discovered a second solve path that's a little bit easier. It doesn't involve quite so many swordfishes. So we're going to go through that now, if I can remember it. So let's have a look here. We're going to start with the standard Snyder notation. That's where you just write in where a number can go in two locations in a 3x3 block. So 9s can go here and here. 7s can go here and here. Okay, that's now a hidden pair. The only numbers that can go in these cells are 7 or 9. And let's see, 5s can go here and here, here and here. 6s can go here and here. 2s can go here and here. And 4s can go here. I'm pretty sure that's all the progress we can make with Snyder notation alone, right at the start. So we're going to have a look at the 9s first. They've got this relationship with each other at the bottom, which is an interesting relationship. So let's just highlight where 9s can go around the board. Let's see, they can go here, here and here. Alright, that's everywhere we can place a 9. Now you can find a swordfish here and make progress that way, but there's an even easier way to make some nice early progress, and that's a lazy rectangle. This is our lazy rectangle. It's like an X-wing, a bit like an X-wing. However, one of the numbers is out of place, and because this number is out of place, there's an additional restriction. If this was an X-wing, we'd be restricted to having the 9s in exactly 2 locations in this column and exactly 2 locations in this column, and then that would tell us that along the 2 rows, just imagining that this was the only other place we could place a 9 in this column, we can't have any more 9s. However, with a lazy rectangle, there's an additional restriction. Because this number is out of place, this row that the lazy rectangle shares must also be restricted to 2 locations, and it is, and that's why we've got a lazy rectangle. Exactly 2 locations in this column to put a 9, exactly 2 in this column, and exactly 2 in this row. And that means if in the final solution of the puzzle there was a 9 here, then there must be a 9 here. In the final solution, if there was a 9 there, there must be a 9 there. And it works the other way as well. So if there's a 9 there, must be a 9 there. If there's a 9 there, must be a 9 there. Okay. And that allows us to do some logic. In this 3x3 block, we've got these 2 cells here that are looking at the same block of the lazy rectangle. Same point, whatever you want to call it, the same corner. Okay. So if either of these was a 9, we'd have a 9 here, and a 9 here. But if this was a 9, then this block cannot be a 9. And that's ruled out of the puzzle. Now, if these 2 cells, they're looking at this corner of the lazy rectangle, so if either of those was a 9, we'd have 9, 9, 9, and that can't be a 9. These 2 cells, they are also looking at this corner of the lazy rectangle, so we'd have 9, 9, 9, 9, and that cell cannot be a 9. And these 2 cells are looking at this corner of the lazy rectangle. So if one of these was a 9, we'd have 9, 9, 9, 9, and this cell cannot be a 9. And that's it. We've made some really good early progress. 9s. Let's see. We'll do the 7s now. So 7s can go here. They can go here. Lovely. Okay, that's where we can place a 7. Now, you can find a swordfish here, but you don't have to. You can use this lazy rectangle here and start making some progress. Okay, so I won't explain how it works again. If one of these was a 7, we'd have 7, 7, 7, and that can't be a 7. If one of these was a 7, let's see, 7, 7, 7, that can't be a 7. If one of these was a 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, that can't be a 7. And if one of these was a 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, that can't be a 7. Alright, our 7s are now restricted to 2 locations in every 4x4 block, 3x3 block. Lovely. Write them in. and we'll move on. Okay, so now we've got some hidden pairs here. We'll write those in. Now the next number to look at is the 2s, and you can work that out logically just by seeing that 279s do seem to have a relationship in this puzzle. See, they already appear on these rows and columns together. Okay, so 2s can go here, they can go there, they can go there, and they can go here. Now at this point, to make progress, you will need to be able to find a swordfish. There's 2 you can find. There's this one on the columns, or there's this one on the rows. For some reason this puzzle has lots of overlapping swordfishes. It's not usual that you have them, but in any case we've got this swordfish, so in these 3 rows there's only 3 locations where we can place a 2. Therefore there cannot be any more 2 in these columns. Any more 2s. Alright, right in our 2s. Lovely. Now, at this point you should be able to notice along the top here we've got a lovely hidden triple, 279. 2, 7 and 9 can only appear in these 3 cells in this row. And it's very important to this puzzle that you're able to find hidden triples, or you will get stuck. And I suck at finding hidden triples. It takes me a while to find them usually. There's another hidden triple down here, 2729. There's another hidden triple here, 279, 2729. This is now a hidden pair, which means that can't be a 2. This is now a hidden triple, just from the center notation. So there's no more room for a 2, 7 or 9 to appear outside of those 3 cells. That can't be a 2. And along here we've got 279 as well. 29, 27. And take that out. Take that out. That's a hidden triple. Lovely. Hidden pair, I mean. Lovely. Now, last time, to make progress from this point, I thought it was best to start with the 5s and the 6s. However, we're actually going to start with the 8s this time, and it may seem that we're not going to get as good progress, but this will actually give us our first number sooner in a moment. So I'll just show you why. Let's see, 8s can go here, here, here. Alright. Now, once again, you will need to be able to find a swordfish to make progress from this point. So we've got a swordfish here on these rows. These 3 rows. Okay. Therefore, no more 8s in these columns. Done. We'll fill in our 8s. And we'll move on. Alright. Now, at this point you should be able to find a hidden triple along the bottom here. 7, 8, 9 is restricted to these 3 locations. 7, 8, 8, 9. And now we're going to look at the 1s. And that may look completely fruitless because we don't even have a single 1 on the board yet. But believe it or not, as soon as we've gone through the 1s and where they can go, we will get our first digit on the board. Okay, so from here, to make progress, you need to either be able to spot that there is a swordfish here, okay, or better still, you can spot a jellyfish here. Now for those, well, I mean, if you watched my previous video, you know what a jellyfish is. We've got 4 rows where we have restricted where a 1 can go to exactly 4 columns, and that means no more 1s can appear in these columns. So all of these cells can no longer be a 1. Now we've got an X-wing here, and the X-wing rules out these cells from being a 1. And now we can write in where the 1s can go. Done. 1, 8 hidden pair here. in this row there's a 1-8 hidden pair as well. Okay. And in this column there's a 179 hidden triple here. 1, 7 and 9 cannot go in any other position in this column, and therefore that's an 8. That can't be an 8. So we've got a 1 or a 7 there, and a 1 or a 9 there, with our hidden triple. So that's given us our first digit now, which is very nice. And from here we will now look at the 5s and the 6s. So we're still going through the same digits, just in a slightly different order to the other solve path. Now let's see, 5s are already quite restricted down here. Restricted to 3 locations there, 2 locations here. Let's see, 3 locations here. Oh, look at this, 5s are really restricted already, and 3 locations here. Yeah. Now again, you can spot that there is a swordfish, but if you find a lacy rectangle like this, that'll be enough to make progress. So that's what we're going to use. So let's see, if there was a 5 here, there'd be 5, 5, 5, 5. That can't be 5. If there was a 5 here, 5, 5, 5. That can't be 5. If there was a 5 here, we'd have 5, 5, 5, 5. That can't be 5. Excellent. 5s are restricted to exactly 2 cells in each 3x3 block. Put them in. Remove the highlighting, and we'll go for the 6s. So let's see, those are the 6s we labelled at the very start of the puzzle. Possible locations where we could put a 6. It's already restricted to 2 spots, and that's restricted to 3 spots. Now here again you will need to be able to find a swordfish, so got a swordfish coming across here, and it's only going to remove these 2 cells. So let's fill in where our 6s can go, and that'll give us another digit. So here we've got a 5, 6 pair. That means that must be a 4. And over here, that must be a 4. Excellent. Now that's some excellent progress. That means we should now look at the 4s. We've just filled in 2, so they should be quite restricted now. 4s can go here. Oh yeah, they're really, really restricted. They can go here, and they can go here. And look at this, we've got an X-wing here on these rows. Lovely. Now with the other solve path, there was only 1 useful X-wing. Now we've already found 2. So that's very nice. That can no longer be 4. And we've got a 4, 5, 6 hidden triple here. Write that in. That can't be 5. That can't be 6. So 4, 5, 6 hidden triple. 2, 7, 9 triple means we need a 1 and a 3 to complete this row. And we know where they go. There's a 3 here. So we've got a 1, a 3. That's going to have to be a 1, and that's an 8. Easy. Done. That's a really useful hidden triple. So we'll write in now where our 4s can go so we don't get too confused. And remove the highlighting. Let's just see what else this has given us. It's given us an 8 here. Let's see, that's the last location in this column for an 8. So that's a 1. That's the last spot for a 1 in this row. We've already got a 1 in the box, that's a naked 6. Those can't be 1. Let's see, that's the last spot in that row for a 1. What else? That's the last spot for a 1 there, in that row, which means that can't be 1. I'm going to be in either of those locations at the moment. We've got a 5 and a 6 down here. 5, 6, 5. That can't be 5. 4, 6 pair makes a 5 there. That can't be 5, can't be 6 either, must be 3. Now I'm incredibly slow at this process, so that's the last spot in this row for a 5. And there's a 6. That's going to have to be a 4. That'll be a 3. Very nice. Okay, so that's a 3. That's a naked single, easy to spot. That's a naked single as well. That can't be a 6. So is this the last location now for a 6 in this box? Looks like it. Looks like that has to be a 3 as well. Let's see, what have we got here? That's a 2. And that'll have to be a 2 as well. This will allow us to start unwinding all those 2, 7, 9 triples. So let's see, 7, 9, 2, 9, 7, 8, 9. Now, what else? That can't be 8. 7, 2, 7. It'll have to be 9. It's a 2. Now that'll be a 1, that'll be a 4. That's a 1. That's a 7. What am I missing with the 1s? That can't be 2. 9, 7, 9, 2, 4. That can't be 4. We've got a 3, 8 pair here, but there's a 3, which means we've got 3, 8 in that order. 8, 5, I think. Yep, 6. Now, that'll have to be a 5. That'll have to be a 4. That's a 1, 3 pair. Now there's a 3, yes, of course. 1, 3, 1 and 4. Let's check. Brilliant. Okay, so that's the second pathway to solve this puzzle. I think it's a bit easier than the pathway we did last time as well. But yeah, it's just following basic logic, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, ta-ta!